you know, and still, and in my opinion, this whole episode, I clearly, it's not like this groundbreaking hot take, but this whole episode, Chastity really serves no purpose for Mia and Shawna. Yes, their song got played at the club, but Mia or Shawna could have done that same thing. They could have tried to, you know, play it off like, hey, my man Sean wants me to give you this. Can you play it? You know, there wasn't like this big special, you know, thing, in my opinion, that Chastity did. Hey, what's going on, folks? It's your boy Ryan, and this is another episode of Just My Opinion with Ryan. Truly appreciate you checking in. As you can see by the pop-up, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. Help me reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers. And without further ado, let's get into the recap. Excuse me. We are talking about Rap Shit, episode 4, and man, you know, it's like a lot transpired in this episode, especially for it to be like, what, roughly 30 minutes. So let's get right into it, man. One thing I did like about this episode is, you know, we get to learn a little bit more about Mia. So we're starting to see more, you know, character development as the season goes. You know, we kind of, you know, uncovered, you know, what Shawna's about. So now we're starting to get more into Mia. For one, I commend Mia because prior to this episode, we know that she has some type of retail 9-to-5 job. You know, she's a freelance makeup artist, has her OnlyFans, and she's trying to see if this rap shit's going to work. And we uncover some more about her as, you know, she's talking to her father through like a FaceTime type of you know, prison visit or whatnot. You know, and she seemed very happy to speak to him. Especially she seemed especially proud because he expressed how proud of her, or how proud he is of her, you know, for pursuing this whole rap thing. So that was dope to see. Apparently there's a possibility that he could get out of prison. So I'm sure that would, you know, do wonders for Mia. You know, we also get to see like a small glimpse of Chastity, still worried, AKA Duke of Miami. You know, she's still kind of concerned about who robbed her girls that night. So they have like some type of, you know, pointless conversation and on IG Live or stuff like that in the back while she's still curious about who robbed them. But nevertheless, the whole meat and potatoes of this episode is clearly, you know, Duke of Miami, aka Chastity, trying to, you know, I guess kind of like audition for Shawna and Mia in terms of, you know, using her connects and trying to put the girls on when it comes to this music shit. You know, she makes a promise, or she is making a proposal that she could introduce them to, what was his name? I think his name was Sam Schemo or Sam Smino. The name escapes me, but something like that. Apparently some big time rapper that she claims that she has some type of connects with. Possibly like this guy owes Chastity a favor. And so, you know, as I mentioned, the girls make their way to a club where he's supposed to be at. And on the way to the club, we also see, in my opinion, one small example of why I don't think long distance relationships work. Cliff left a voice note to Shawna, you know, clearly sounding disappointed about her changing her direction of her rap music. You know, she wants to rap about the whole city girls, you know, seducing and scheming and all this other type of rhyme. And he feels like that's not really her. The reason why I say it's a small example of why long distance relationships don't work. You know, you're already, you know, states away, hours away. And, you know, you're just gonna leave all these texts that Shawna's been sending Cliff just on red and no response. You know, and so I felt sorry for Shawna. It was like, you know, you're trying to, you know, and I'm sure we've all been there in some, you know, shape or form, but, you know, she's out here trying to, you know, send all these string of text messages and getting no luck with someone who's supposed to be her boyfriend. So, you know, that was kind of disappointing to see, but nevertheless, you know, Mia, you know, chimes in a little bit, was saying, why is she so worried about this voice note? And she expresses her, how she may have disappointed Cliff. And Mia makes a suggestion that's why you need to go to Miami. That's why you gotta go to New York and, put it on him or whatever she said. And we see that that's where they're going in the next episode from the previews. But anyway, they get to club number 1, run into Mia's homegirls. In this part, it was kind of annoying to me. No matter what stage in your life, we've all seen this example before. We've seen from previous episodes that these girls clearly don't like Shawna like that, but yet they run, they meet up with Mia and Shawna is there. But we've all seen that example of that one friend who is in the friend group, but he or she is kind of the butt of all the jokes, and they're the butt of all the jokes because really on the low, certain friends in that friend group really don't rock with that person. And I think we saw that, in full view, they definitely had, I can't remember some of the quotes, but they definitely had some shade for, as, the young folks say, and I don't like that, man. They really, and they really have no reason to not like Shawna. And who knows, I wouldn't just strictly, box that in as girl drama or whatever. I think men can go through it too, where, like I said, you're just that one friend that kind of is the butt of the jokes, and it's because on the low, some of the friends or so-called friends really don't like that person. So anyway, that is kind of a reoccurring theme here and there throughout the episode. And another reason why this episode was annoying, and I digress just a little bit. Chastity can't get in the club directly. Bouncer shuts all that shit down, sends Chastity and her friends to the back of the line. So that's already, in my opinion, a fail on Chastity's part. It's like you claiming to pull all these strings and that's a third, and you can't even get us in this club. We got to wait in line like regular folk. But we see that, that she's kind of has, like this old scheme thing anyway, pretending that she knows all these people, but yet, these people kind of don't look at her that way, or they look at her as, not that important. But anyway, this, like I said, it sounds like I'm venting, so I'm gonna try not to. We even see the part, where like they're definitely waiting in the back of the line. Some guys try to holler at them, and immediately they just write him off as being some broke niggas and this and the third. And they step out of line while Chastity holds the spotlight until they get into the club. And the reason why that part annoyed me, just like I said, I'm gonna digress just a little bit. I'll never forget, like if you just in the general admission of a club or something like that, sometimes you may not get attention. But I'll never forget, me and my homeboys, we went in on a table as like a going away gift or gesture to one of my friends who was going overseas to like Afghanistan or something like that. So it was like, yo, before you go, we about to do it big. We about to get a table for you, VIP, all that. And before you know it, groupie magnet, women who I never thought I would have had a chance to talk to, just all of a sudden just kind of flock in the section. I'm not saying we was drowning in women, but it was just like, damn, it was like some bad women, and who knows if they would have given some of us the time of day without the VIP section. But anyway, that part kind of triggered me just a little bit, because just off the break, they don't give them the time of day. And it's like, you in the same line as they are. So why they got to be broken? But anyway, so club number 1 is apparently just a dud. Nothing really goes down. They end up taking some Molly, trying to get hyped up again for club number 2. On the way to club number 2, she sees the car that was described, and she follows it. A little car chase type of thing going down into, some projects unknown somewhere in Miami, Florida, or in the Florida area, whatever. And that whole thing was kind of pointless, but nevertheless, we see that she goes in and tries to handle business, gives Mia like a gun, we got Shawna going out to use a bathroom in the woods and then coming back recruiting a dog. And, we got, what is it? I think her name is Nelly, Dominique Perry from Insecure. We got Nelly just IG living everything, saying these, wild comments here and there, putting all these weird, it was just pointless to me. That whole scene, it was almost like this is just a scene that we're just going to kill some time. Pardon me, kill time, until this 30-minute episode is over. But, that whole project scene finishes and then they go to club number 2. And in club number 2, she does actually know the bouncer. She has to slide him some bread. And, I don't know how big of a hookup it really is, but she slides the bouncer some bread, or promoter some bread, because he didn't look like that intimidating, but slides the promoter some bread. And, they give them like this VIP section right next to the bathroom. But in addition to that, it also, it comes with, what is it, like a 3-bottle minimum. It's mandatory that this person buy 3 bottles if she wants this VIP section. So it's like, is that really the hookup that you want your manager to really be? I don't know. And and still, and in my opinion, this whole episode, I clearly, it's not like this groundbreaking hot take, but this whole episode, Chastity really serves no purpose for Mia and Shawna. Yes, their song got played at the club, but Mia or Shawna could have done that same thing. They could have tried to, play it off like, hey, my man, Sean wants me to give you this. Can you play it? There wasn't like this big special, thing, in my opinion, that Chastity did in order for Shawna and Mia to be like, yo, she really did some shit, we need to hire her. It wasn't that big to me. Matter of fact, keep messing around with Chastity, that might bring their stock down, but that's just me. Some of the other key things in club number 2, that's the best thing I'm gonna call it. Example number 2 of why long distance relationships don't work. Shawna spots, what's his name? I think it's Marcus or Marquez in the club. And they get to dancing and slow winding and all the other type of stuff. And once again, not a groundbreaking hot take, but clearly she's going to sleep with her co-worker at some point in this season. That's just my, I guess, predictable prediction. It's the best way I could put it. So yeah, we got that going. The song finally plays and the club goes crazy. Shawna and Mia go crazy. They link up. And that was a great part. That was really a highlight part in that episode. So I'm rooting for the girls. I still like the way this episode is going. Even in the club, Mia's homegirls still got on my nerves. They're sitting there throwing with paper straws at people for like no damn reason. I don't know. I just find those characters pointless, other than the fact that it seems like their whole purpose is to be annoying. Those annoying people or characters of the show. Damn, you know what? And just to rewind a little bit, 2 other key parts that I thought was vital. We definitely see about, just once again, I'm just rewinding. We definitely see about Mia's father. Mia calls to check in on her daughter with her mom, and the mom definitely has some type of, to me, it gives off some type of deadbeat energy as well. She clearly, doesn't care about, Mia's father anymore. Hey, and she may have her own good reasons, but, she's calling to see her daughter Melissa, and she really kind of doesn't know where Melissa is in the house. There's like some shirtless guy doing some yard work, and she's bragging about, oh girl, I might have you a new stepdaddy. It was just, so we definitely see another reason why Mia is really trying to make this rap group thing work. And I think that's what that, the contrast between the parents represent when it comes to Mia is like, I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want Melissa to grow up and see me exactly how my mom is now. Or I don't want Mia to grow up and see that I'm, X amount years old, still doing some wild goofy shit, so she kind of had like this fear or like this epiphany of like, I want better for myself so my daughter could see something better. So I thought that was cool. And she even confessed, she was confessing that to at some point to Shawna while they were at club number 2. So let's see what the rest of it takes us. If you stayed for the previews, clearly episode 5 is going to be about Mia and Shawna taking a trip to New York to visit Cliff. And from the previews, even that episode looked rocky. So nevertheless, folks, I'm still rocking with this show. I definitely like it. Once again, I do appreciate that, that the character development is coming along, especially with Mia in this episode. And yeah, man, love it or hate it, these are just my opinions, folks. Peace.